So today I ate some sweet potatoes, some eggs, some bacon. Shit, what else? I drank a glass of milk. Yeah, I just drink milk by itself. I know it's kind of weird. I know adults don't be doing that shit no more, but milk's kind of underrated as a drink. You know what I'm saying? But anywho, so I'm Armstrong WW. I'm a producer, musician, and overall just music lover. I'm an artist out of Cameroon. Although I don't make Cameroonian music, it's a big part of who I am. That's the culture that kind of, pushed me to kind of find myself in like, how do I say this? Find myself in the older music of my country and my culture. And I feel like being from Cameroon and being able to kind of go back and look at these older artists, that kind of helped me a lot. So it's why I like to mention it a lot. I love to give props to Cameroon. That's the first thing I want everybody else to know about me, that I'm from Cameroon. Second up, I'm from Houston. Shout out H-Town. Yeah, I'm Armstrong. That's it, yeah. I don't even know. I don't even know where it kind of started. I think it just started randomly. The obsession started randomly, and I just kept going at it, kept focusing, kept writing, and at a certain point, it just became a part of who I am. But originally, I started just writing songs off of hearing like the soundtracks to movies or the end of a movie, and I would hear that when I was a little kid, and I would be like, "That's kind of cool, but it's kind of missing something over there." So I would just jot down some shit, and it would be bad, obviously, because I was a kid, but I don't know. Starting then is what kind of brought me into where I am now. So I guess that's kind of where my roots starts from musically. I feel like it kind of chose me, because when I look back at it, like I said, nobody in my family really did music, and even in my culture, like there was music in my culture that kind of inspired me, but it still wasn't the type of music that I make now. So there was really nothing around me, but whenever I did hear it, and whenever I did pick up the pen, something about it just kept me hooked. Maybe it was the expression side of it, because I was always kind of like somebody who kept to themselves in a sense. I was always kind of shy. I didn't really talk to people like that. I have a couple friends here and there, but through music, maybe it might be because I was able to, kind of voice myself. Because that is kind of what I feel now in my like adulthood. It's a way to voice myself when I'm going through shit. I can put that down. Or if I want to give a message to the world without kind of going on Instagram or Twitter and typing out a whole big message, like how people be doing, I just go in the song and I'm like, how can I say this? How can I like touch people and make them understand what I'm saying?
Do you have any like favorite authors or like pen wordsmen or wordsmiths? Like, who do you look to?
Oh yeah, somebody I really look to. He might not be an author per se, but I feel like his words were kind of poetry. There's an activist called Fred Hampton, and he was 21 years old when he died. So his legacy is crazy. The fact that he was able to accomplish so much and do so much by such an early age. Just the way he spoke to people. He was a young man, but he would get in a crowd of so many people from different backgrounds, and he preached these words about elevating yourself, about believing in yourself, about how we can change our, society, and people would feel it. People who might have just been homeless or might have been poor on the side of the street, they'll come listen to him and they'll feel that and want to be a part of his movement. And I feel like hearing him talk kind of inspired me myself to get better at, showing my message to people through my music. Although it might not be the same medium, it's still the same type of inspiration. It's connectivity, I want people to feel connected, because I do feel like that's what the world lacks. We all do go through so many of the same experiences, but we do feel like, oh, it's only me going through it. Oh, it's only him going through it. Or we might see somebody else going through something and judge them. But through my music, I want to make people understand that everybody goes through the same things and everybody goes through different things. And that's all special, and we should all have love for that. We should all appreciate that part of humanity. Not just pass it up or, look down on others, because at the end of the day, we are just human. We are just people trying to make it on this very complicated, difficult ass earth, So I hope people can just like connect with that through my music. Just listen to it, and whatever I'm talking about could be about love, could be about what's going on in Africa. It could be about what's going on in Houston, and be able to hear that and understand that a human somewhere is feeling this,
What's your favorite part of performing and like interacting with the crowd?
Man, doing the songs live, because recording it is like you have takes, there's so many different things that goes into like a clean recording. But when I'm live, a lot of times there's some things I might do that I didn't even do in the song. Like a melody might just come to my head right there. A freestyle might come to my head right there. And those people get it. and I don't even know what I did. I'm never gonna be able to replicate it again, but it just happened right there, you know. That's what I love about live music. It's not perfect, but it's perfect in that sense because so many things can go wrong and right at the same time, you know. I'll say if there's anybody that hates you or puts you down for wanting to express yourself or wanting to be yourself, then I think that shouldn't be an issue with you that you have to fix, but it should be an issue with them, you know, rather than fixing yourself or rather than you looking at yourself and hurting your confidence and, you know, building insecurities over that. Realize that, you know, not everything everybody's always going to tell you is going to have meaning to it. I know that kind of sounds like crazy, you know, because people are going to give you advice and it can help. Advice definitely does help. But even throughout my career, I've heard so many things. Like starting out, people will tell me, don't make music like this, don't make music like that because it's not going to blow up. It's not going to reach this audience. Or people might even tell me, don't make music at all, you know, because it's not something you can build a career in, you know. And working with Luz and building my career, building my sound, I've seen my sound take me to so many places. I've seen so many special things happen in my life. And it might not be the craziest thing, but they're very special. You know, they're memories that I now have, you know, all because I chose to follow that path. So I want to tell you, if anybody does try to put you down, kind of block that shit out and just focus on what you want to do, you know, what you love, what you're passionate about, and tap into that. And I promise you that's going to bring the right people around you. It's going to bring the right energy around you. It's going to work out if you just focus on that solely, you know, not the money that's going to come from it, not this, but just the passion itself. It's going to bring a lot of love into your life.